I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
I'm unbeatable. Couple minutes no score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stock, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
Welcome to the British Basketball League YouTube channel for the final instalment of Hoops of Week 24. Tonight, Leicester travel to Plymouth, and it has all the hallmarks of a humdinger. Bottom of the table, Plymouth won last time, and they love playing against the top teams. This is Leicester's second game of the weekend, and sharpshooter Teddy Allen is still suspended. So who will win the Ant Row derby? He played for both Leicester and Plymouth. I'm sure he'll remain impartial throughout, but Dan Routledge will keep him on track.
Yeah, certainly will, Jeanette. He is the only man who's had his face on the outside of this building and on the side of the Leicester team bus. Ant Row, who could be better to call this game than you? And of course, your old team, Leicester, really need this win here today.
They do indeed. I've had a lot of good memories in the Plymouth Pavilions, and so have the Leicester Riders. Haven't lost here in a long while, and they're going to need a notch a win today. They're fighting for those top 4 spots, but it's survival mode for the Plymouth City Patriots.
It certainly is. Let's have a look at the starting 5, and it's a familiar-looking 5 now for the Plymouth City Patriots since Faulkner's injury ended his season. This has been the 5 for the last 8 games for them, and they played so well against the Riders last time out. At the other end of the floor, all change for Rob Paternostro and the Leicester Riders. Blake Bowman got his first start of the season at the weekend. TJ Law, rare start. Duke Shelton, his first start as a Rider. Big change for them. Let's have a look at a couple of the guys you wanted to highlight before the game. One guy who was excellent against the Riders a couple of weeks ago, Terrell Green.
This is their hired hitman, their Canadian offensive assassin. He's an experienced journeyman, having played all over Canada, Finland, Hungary, as well as British Basketball League experience with the Glasgow Rocks. 33 massive points in that win, as you said, Dan. He was 8 for 10 from the three-point line. Do Riders have a solution for him? Time will tell.
At the other end of the floor, big opportunity for Blake Bowman, starting his second game in the week. MVP of the Bucks final last week as well.
Well, his dad and his uncle both played in the British Basketball League. Now it's the time for this young British talent. He's been given a big opportunity here today with Teddy Allen being suspended, Jaron Holmes being injured. The Leicester Riders will need him to produce today.
Well, they certainly will. Rob Paternostro, 23-7 here at the Pavilions, but he was beaten last time out. Can the Riders bounce back, or will the Patriots make it 2 in a row? Find out after this break. Welcome back to the pavilions where the Leicester Riders were beaten here a few weeks ago. It's another big crowd of the locals hoping to see another Leicester defeat. Riders had won 21 consecutive visits to the Plymouth pavilions until last time out. Gavin Williams, Ian Spearman, Harvey West are three officials for this evening's games as we get set to get it underway. It'll be Shelton in only his second start for the Riders against Levi, and it is Leicester who get the first possession with their captain, Kimball McKenzie. Thomas down low to Shelton, I thought was excellent actually in that game he started against Caledonia on Friday, but can't convert this time.
He was, and he started positively, didn't he, in that game? He had 15 points, 15 big points in that game, but didn't get it to go on that first attempt, but it's very much in the minds of Rob Paternoster trying to get him the ball early.
Well, Law with the slip and Levi the slightly awkward shot. Shelton with the rebound. Apologies, by the way, we've had an issue with the shot clock, so we won't be able to bring you that today, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. Here's Shelton at the top of the key. McKenzie fakes the three. Law absolutely wide open, halfway down. Shelton again on the glass, and this time he gets some points.
Good energy early from Shelton. And this will be a really intriguing matchup between Shelton and Levi, because these are two of the most active players on the boards that you'll find this year. And Shelton showing us all why he is that prominent piece on the offensive glass.
Shot clock down to 5 here. Corner jump shot rims out. Law with the board, looking to push. Has Thomas with him, finds Thomas, but the foul was called before the pass. And that will be a sideline ball. Joe Hart called for it.
Good foul as well, because had that foul not occurred, you're looking at a dunk in the open floor from Myron Thomas.
Sorry, it was Dusha. I thought the referee signaled 13, but it was 12 he showed to the table. McKenzie pushing hard to the hole, takes the contact and finishes through it. Kimball McKenzie getting himself an early chance of an and-one.
He's not the biggest, he's not the most athletic, but he is crafty and he is tough. He goes straight at TJ Atwood there, and I think Atwood, a bit unfortunate there. He called the foul.
That's a big man union right there. A little nibble down. Did you not see the arm go down and then come straight back up? You big men can't see anything, can you? never little swipe downs at the ball. Leicester with the first 5 points of this contest.
I think it's important for him to have a good start. I think it's always more important for the away team to settle into a game. Home court will always have the energy and the fans.
Particularly down here where it does get raucous. You don't want to get them too excited. You don't want to pat the dog's tail up. Thomas almost loses the dribble, gets it back. Shelton out to Bowman. Shot clock ticking down, fires up from the elbow, off the mark. Levi with the rebound.
Messy offense there from the Riders, and good on-ball one-on-one defense there from the Patriots. Nothing easy.
Dusha has Thomas in front of him. Good hands, Thomas with the steal. Kicks it forward to Bowman. Bowman, Uri stepping his way to the hole, trying to tip it in himself. Battling with Levi for it. It falls to Shelton, and a jump ball was called before it squirted out of the hands of the two wrapping it up, and that will be a possession arrow to the Patriots.
Wow, good aggressive energy from Bowman there. It doesn't convert, but I like his intention.
Pass was a little low there for Levi to reach down, deflected out of bounds off McKenzie. 8 on the shot clock for Plymouth to deal with. Elvisi running off the screen, needs to think about the shot here, has to get it away. Not quite enough time there. Did he get that off in time? No, I don't think he did. And the referee, Gavin Williams, on the baseline said, no, that will be a Leicester possession.
Oh, he did so well. If that was a 25-second shot clock, he did an aggressive move on the baseline and a circus shot there. Nice play from LVC Dusha. Those are the types of plays that can actually get your confidence up, even though the basket doesn't count.
Cross court to Bowman. Lowell in the corner, driving it hard, drops it off to Shelton, who pops it in for two.
Nice play there. Baseline drive from TJ Lowell this time, and his penetration's able to get his big man, Duke Shelton, his second basket of today.
Levi moves it on to Hart for three. And again, Shelton all over the boards in the early stages of this contest. McKenzie going directly to the hole, and a foul is called against Jacob Wiley.
Wow, good push from Kimball McKenzie. You see him aggressive in the transition himself. He got bumped actually before he picked up the ball bump from LVC Dusha, and then Wiley there just reaches across.
Sure he didn't keep his arms up that time, man. just checking.
That will look more like a foul to me.
Well, McKenzie, very direct, you would say. When he's going
Yes.
to the rim, he goes straight. Doesn't mess about, and he does embrace the contact. He misses the free throw, though. He is an excellent free throw shooter. He's second all time in the British Basketball League in free throw shooting. Atwood missing the mid-range. There's a late whistle on that. I think that's the right call, as Shelton dove out at him. Atwood is such a good mid-range shooter. You've got to respect that.
He is. He's very useful as well, and when he scores the ball, he'll get you 20 points and won't need very many shots in doing it. I think he's been that consistent piece that Plymouth have had this year. Very impressed with TJ Atwood so far in his rookie year.
Well, Green took the highlights in that last game with all those three-pointers, but actually Atwood picked them apart with his mid-range shooting, didn't he?
Yeah, it's always the guys with the flashy moves and the long-distance shots, but you're right, you need that other player that's going to carry the load, and TJ Atwood's done that for the majority of the season for this Plymouth team.
Nice pick and roll. Shelton finishing it well.
Looks really good early, doesn't he?
Yeah.
6 points personal. Already grabbed multiple rebounds.
As I said, he got into the starting lineup for the first time. It's probably a matchup thing. Oh, he's got the block there, but the foul first on McKenzie. But he thoroughly deserved the second start, having the way he performed on the first start.
Yeah, agreed. Did you see Wiley attack the rim? He's another player that's done really well at that. He's always a player looking to make something happen.
Well, Plymouth just one field goal to show for the first 4.5 minutes. They do have 3 points from the free throw line, but 1 of 4 shooting. Only 4 shots in over 4 minutes. But they have made them all from the line. Lowell to McKenzie. Around the screen, McKenzie going quick. Kicks out to Thomas, checks his feet, and as I said earlier, just shoot the ball and see what it's worth. Nice pass back. Oh, what a block from Wiley to smash that one away.
Wow, such an athlete, isn't he? It was good play there from Shelton to find Myron Thomas on the cut. But Wiley, look at this, good find. Boom, Wiley just knocks that one out.
Well, I think Levi might have blocked it if Wiley hadn't beat him to it. They were lining up for the rejection. Here's Hart for 3. Falls short. I don't know if Bowman got a little touch on that. He certainly changed the shot. That's a poor pass. And Lowell is going to get called for the foul. Shelton should have just thrown the easy pass there.
Yeah.
Well, we're midway through the opening quarter. Leicester with a 4-point lead here in Plymouth. Timeout call. We'll take one too. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the pavilions where Plymouth have the ball. They trail by a couple of scores here, 10 points to 6. Apologies once again for a lack of a shot clock. You can see it hanging above the basket at either end. Here's Dusha checking it, sees it has 10. Hart down to Wiley, out to Dusha in the corner, misses the 3. Well, Shelton looks second best for that. Levi looked like he was going to get the rebound. Shelton did get a hand on it, but it went out off the Leicester man for a Plymouth possession.
Good work there from Levi. Again, really intriguing battle there between Levi and Shelton. Both will be crashing the boards relentlessly today, and it's Levi there that gets his team another opportunity here to score the basketball.
Well, Green amongst the substitutions here, and he's got the ball straight away, and Leicester will be doubtless all over him. Don't want him to get hot like he did last time they were here. Dusha down the lane, little strong. Ball bobbling about, another offensive rebound for the Patriots. Space for Copeland for 3, and he knocks down the triple.
Wow, it's a big one, and good energy from Plymouth on that occasion. They just out-battled the Leicester Riders, and it results in a 3-pointer.
Well, Leicester, Shelton just left the game. Shelton had 5 of Leicester's 7 rebounds in the opening stages. They couldn't get one here, and Copeland made them pay. McKenzie to inbound, gets it back from Bowman. Round the screen, onto Law. Got caught, did he? Oh no, no foul. It looked like he got caught there.
Well, that was way off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Usually when a player misses by that margin, something's went wrong.
Atwood spinning baseline back to the middle, and Bowman just easing into him, commits the foul, and TJ Atwood will go to the line.
He's so good at that. And you mentioned his mid-range game, Dan. It extends to posting up. He posts up a little bit further out. He's got an array of moves. Gets to the free throw line.
Well, a chance to give Plymouth their first lead of the ball game if he can make both of these. And he makes them both, so Plymouth are in to their first lead of the game. Law lobbing it up. I'm not sure that it was what Adowu was expecting there, but it will remain a Leicester possession.
Oh, certainly high pass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Adowu, another player as well who Riders will want to get some good production out of.
Thomas got a little too deep. Twice he hits the bottom of the net, then he's blocked. But he was fouled on the third one. The foul was on Green before the block by Wiley, so Thomas will go to the line. But really, he probably should have made one of the first 2. It's almost like he got too deep, couldn't get back, and a little reach in from Green was the call. Dangakodo will check in for the first time for Plymouth, with Dusha sitting down.
Well, rookie season for Myron Timus, and as with most rookies, it's been one of those highs and lows. 12 points per game for him, 6 rebounds. He's putting some big performances for this Riders team.
Well, great work from Adowu to keep that alive. Lowell along the baseline gets to the rim and lays it in.
I thought Lowell did excellent just to not turn the ball over there.
Well, I thought he was going to stand up, and if he'd stood up, it would be a travel, because once you go down, you're not allowed to stand back up with the ball. But he smartly passed it off first.
And then scored.
And then scored,
Pretty good,
yeah.
pretty good decision.
Here's Green, trying to use his size against Bowman, and he uses a nice little fall away.
That is a positive sign for Plymouth, and a bad sign for the Riders. What you do not want is a player like Terrell Green getting confidence high as Myron Thomas flies to the rim there.
Well, there seems to be a gap to the basket for Leicester here. Wiley. Dangakoda stumbling his way through, out to Copeland, who's open again, not this time. Adowu with the rebound. Bowman is pushing, still going. Bowman all the way to the basket. Nobody stopped the ball.
That's so well, though. Well, who's done really well, though, in that play is Adowu. He ran the floor well, so it attracts the defender to that point where Blake Bowman makes the right decision, takes it himself. Nice finish.
Wiley goes baseline, no help there, easy layup.
So athletic, that explosive jump there towards the rim for the easy layup.
Thomas, cross court to Lowell, he fires up the triple, that's off the back of the iron, and Green with the rebound. Dangakodo has a lane to the basket. Is it on the floor or is it? No, it's on the floor.
Oh, you see the grimace on the face of Jules Dangakodo. You'd rather have that one.
But the second foul on McKenzie, and the Riders captain will sit down, replaced by Connor Washington.
Well, the replacement is a worthy one, and Connor Washington would have played in many of those victories down here. But Kendall McKenzie did want to preserve him, especially trying to prevent him from picking up his third foul.
Well, Leicester over the limit, so it's 2 free throws for Jules Dangakodo, his first point of the game. Misses the second, and Lowell grabs the loose ball. Thomas for 3. Well, those are the shots you have to make, really. No chance of an offensive rebound that early in the offense. Atwood, great footwork, super finish.
So good at breaking down the defender. He's got that good body awareness as well, positioning of the rim. Good finish.
Lowell driving hard to the hole, trying to get his own rebound. He does in the end. Can't convert at the second attempt, and Plymouth come away with it. Atwood taking it all on his own. Levi trying to poke it home, and he just gets it to go.
Wow, Levi, good energy down the both ends of the floor. The fans like that one. You see him battling, challenging shots on the defensive end, and then gets his just reward for the tip in on the other end of the floor.
Well, the shot clock is still on, but there's enough time that Leicester can run this to the buzzer. Washington, he's going to fire up the 3, and he misses everything. And that one was perhaps a tick or two too early there, because Plymouth is still going to have 4.8 seconds to go. Mo Walker checking in for Leicester, and Plymouth making a sub as well. Here's Dangakodo. He's going to drive in, going to fire it up on the buzzer, but it's off the mark, and that will do it for the opening quarter. Well, Leicester led early, but it's Plymouth who have the advantage after the first quarter. We'll have the second period right after this. Welcome back to the pavilions as we're set to get it underway here for the second quarter. Patriots leading the Riders by 4. Leicester with the ball. Washington down low to Adowu. Adowu under pressure, leaves it short. Rebound Levi.
Again, good internal resistance there from Plymouth. Levi cleaning up the mess.
Green off the mark for 3. Bowman going to the basket. Walker trying to force it home. Still going at it, the big fella. He's able to get it through. We've lost a little bit of the atmosphere from the pavilion. There they are, the fans coming back into it now. Don't want to miss out on that.
It's a 2-point game down. It's nail-biting stuff.
Yeah. Cross court, space for Green. Turns down the first one, takes the second, but long rebound falls to Copeland, and he turns it into 2.
Copeland getting his second basket of today, and that's what's keeping this offense flowing for Plymouth at the moment. The offensive boards, second chance opportunities.
Well, both teams getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the early stages. Bowman spinning under pressure, has it taken away. Copeland pushing, has a lane to the basket. Copeland with the punch down.
Goodness me, straight down the middle. Copeland had one destination, and that was to the rim, and he thunderous dunk to finish.
Walker. Lowell creates a little space, and his shot just about bobbles in. Leicester have been struggling for points of late, get a couple on the board. Dangakoto for 3. Look at Levi going after the offensive rebound.
Wow.
But he commits an offensive foul on the handoff.
Well, he's doing what you want him to do on the board, and this was the play before. Look at this, straight down the middle, zero help. Copeland just skies. Not like he enjoyed that one.
He did indeed. I'm not sure the basket came off very well out of that. Not only did he punch it in, he punched the basket as well.
I'm glad the basket's got padding.
Yeah. That'd be the worst way to get injured. You break
Yes,
your
it
finger
would.
punching after a dunk. Here's Walker looking to move Levi out of the way. Ooh, that's an offensive foul against Mo Walker.
Wow. Levi's always prepared to put his body on the line, isn't he? One of these guys that do anything and everything to stop. Oh, goodness me. Wow.
That'll hurt.
I will.
Levi picked himself back up and dusted himself off. Did he get that over? Yes, he did. Green off the back of the iron, pulled down by Lowell.
Just to put that into context, Mo Walker's 6'10".
Oh, he's missed the chippy, but he tips it in. Leicester have double-figure offensive rebounds, but so many of them have been missed chippies that they'll be frustrated they should have made the first one. Plymouth's offensive rebounds have been going after it, if you like. Lob towards Levi. Dangakoto, all the time and space he could possibly need, but he can't knock it down. And that deflected off Adowu's leg last, and that will be a Plymouth ball.
Leicester Riders defense all over the place on that play. Jules Dangakoto had all the time in the world.
Well, Leicester have cut it down to 2. Dangakoto on the side. Gets it to Wiley, to the fall-away all string.
He has a good mid-range game as
yeah,
well.
He does.
As well as his explosiveness towards the rim, he's able to score with that turnaround jump shot.
Lowell getting it to Walker, who looked like he got grabbed from behind. That was certainly the argument he was making. Referee not interested. Copeland. See what his mid-range game is like. Pretty good.
Not bad at all. And we've seen a mixture from Copeland. We've seen a 3, we've seen a dunk, and then a mid-range jump shot for his 9 points.
Well, Rob Paternostro with a timeout there. His side trailing by 6. Plymouth's equal biggest lead of the game so far. He's thinking about what to do. I'll just fire this one up, and he's certainly feeling pretty comfortable since he's come into this game, Copeland, doesn't he? He's got 9 points to his name already. 4 of 5 shooting. It was Green off the bench last time Rob Paternostro and his team came here. It's Copeland so far. See Coach Vasquez in the foreground. Of course, he had to finish the game on the sidelines. Pablo, as Rob was ejected from the game on Friday. (22 to Leicester, 28 to Plymouth. Copeland bringing the heat off the bench with 9 points to his name. Mackenzie gets it back from Shelton. Mackenzie to the basket, lays it in off the glass.
Nice positive move from him, being reintroduced into the game. Remember, he left with 2 early fouls, and the coach Patnash is going to have to make the decision now. They need his offense. So Kimball Mackenzie's going to have to play cautiously and not pick up that 3rd foul before half-time.
Certainly without Allen and Holmes, they need all hands on deck as far as the offense is concerned. Wiley with the mid-range. They're all hitting from mid-range here, Plymouth.
And this is the issue, and this is what was likened to the loss that the Leicester Riders had down here earlier in the season, is that players making shots, feeling good about themselves, getting their confidence high.
Well, pass wasn't great from Thomas, and Plymouth able to steal it away. Dangakoda lobs it up, Wiley blows the dunk. Shelton with the rebound.
Oh, and he'd won that one back. Easy opportunity there from Wiley, missed.
Inside to Shelton, gets his man up in the air. He's still blocked by Wiley. And at the second attempt, he's going to shoot 2.
Wow. It was a great block initially from Duke Shannon. And Wiley's ability just to spring off the floor quickly to challenge that attempt. Look at this, up he goes. Got him on that second one, then.
This is one of those where he's come, sort of almost landed on him, so you're surprised the foul didn't go on the first one. Obviously, the block of the ball is clean. Shelton at the free throw line. Draws iron on the first one. Leicester struggling from the line so far today. Tipped down by Lowell. But Plymouth come away with it. Dangakoda has a free lane to the basket, and he takes it for 2.
That has happened so many times already today. And Leicester Riders going to have to make a readjustment here, or Plymouth are going to feast off these easy baskets.
Well, Shelton batting that one away. Lowell. And Leicester will get another chance to go to the free throw line and see if they can improve on their shooting. 32-24, Plymouth with the lead here at the Pavilions. Timeout is called. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to the pavilions where Paul James, the only man to have beaten Leicester 50 times in British Basketball League history, looking for number 51 here today. Leicester looking for a free throw. I mean, the real difference in this game is Plymouth have made free throws and Leicester haven't. Plymouth have made mid-range shots and Leicester haven't really taken any mid-range shots. Neither can buy a three-pointer.
It's all coming down to free throws and mid-ranges. TJ Lowe uncharacteristically misses 2 at the line there.
Leicester terrible from the free throw line in this game. 2 for 9. Wow. Plymouth 7 for 8. So there's 5 of the points right there. Atwood out to Dangakoto for 3. He knocks it down. Only the second 3 of the game for either team. And it stretches Plymouth's lead to double figures. Here's Russell, first court action back after his injury. Thomas driving to the basket, and here's a chance for, well, Leicester to miss another 2 free throws, probably, the way things are going.
Now, ordinarily, you'd be excited to get to the free throw line, and you feel like it'd be a good opportunity to get points, but no one at the moment from the Leicester Riders is able to, look at that, 2 for 9. And it's contagious too, you know,
yeah.
You often see that when players miss, and well, the next person steps up.
Thomas has missed 2, Lawler's missed 2, Shelton has missed 2, McKenzie even missed 1, there we go. Paternoster spends a lot of times on free throws, you'll know that.
Oh yeah.
And so he'll be fuming that his team are giving all these points away from the line. Thomas makes amends there.
I mean, the positive he will take from it that they're down 9 with having missed all those free throws, so it could be a lot worse.
Nice pass. Atwood inside for the layup.
Big problem at the moment for Leicester Riders is their defense. Second worst defensive record in the league in terms of points allowed per game, and you see Plymouth there exploiting them on the inside.
Good challenge by Levi, but Laurel is able to tip it in at the second attempt.
Yeah, I think the initial resistance has been good from Plymouth. They've just been giving up too many offensive rebounds, but they've been protecting the rim. Levi, Atwood, Wiley.
Atwood getting an offensive rebound and some second chance points of his own.
Wow, just outpowered. Leicester Riders there.
Russell. Thomas backs away for 3. Leicester haven't made a three-pointer yet. They are 0 for 8.
They haven't been quality looks either, Dan.
Nope.
Been between the legs, step back, contested threes.
Dangakoto drops it off to Levi. Well, he went the wrong way there.
He did. You're right.
Shelton with the block. McKenzie draws the foul. Dangakoto called for it.
Well, Riders have not really had difficulty getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, you'd be happy. This will be free throws number 12 and 13. You'd be happy with that on the road in the first 17 minutes. The problem is it's make number 5. Well, Kimball McKenzie makes both. He is now 4 of 5, so a bit more normal service for him. Hart out to Copeland. Copeland top of the key. Shelton has been hoovering up rebounds for fun in this first half. 9 rebounds now for Duke Shelton.
Wow.
Russell, tough shot from the mid-range.
That is a really tough shot, Dan, and you think it's a bad one, but Sashan Russell's a player, rookie season as a pro, and he's been out injured for several weeks. His first reintroduction to the team was last game in that heavy defeat against Caledonia, so positive signs here that Pat Oshal's getting production out of some of his other players.
Well, as you say, this is kind of what he does, isn't he? He is a bit more ISO than pinging it side to side when he scores. But in a game like this, with no Allen and no Holmes, they need all the offense they can get from wherever they can get it.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, an excellent opportunity for someone else to step up. We've seen it, you know, over the years, players coming into their own right because the person in front of them is injured or suspended, and they've been getting some positive production from this guy at the moment. Shelton, 6 points and 9 rebounds. But they need more from everyone. I mean, this is the type of game, too, that you just have to figure out a way to get it done, because Plymouth, you know, it's a survival game for them. They lose today, and that's the official elimination from the playoff race for them. And Plymouth have got that, okay, well, odds are against us anyway. There's nothing to lose mentality. They know that they can beat the Riders here. They've done that previously, so everything against the Riders at the moment, including a 7-point deficit.
Yeah, the mathematical end would be today for Plymouth if they cannot hang on to win this game. As you say, it's an unlikely set of results that would get them above the line. Here's Hodge. Once again, apologies for the shot clock being absent. You can't see it above the basket, so you can keep an eye on it. It's down to 5 as Levi takes it to the rim for 2.
He's done really well there. Quick decision to hard dribble to the basket. And Levi, 4 points, 8 rebounds for him so far in this game. Very selfless player as well, isn't he? Sees his teammates well. He's a sort of a pass-first type of guy. And he gets the rebounds and does all the dirty work. He's the type of player you'd love to play with.
Yeah. McKenzie pulls up for 3. Off the mark. Shelton, double-figure rebounds in the first half, but he traveled with it.
Yes, it's that one of those ones. He does the hard work, and he just couldn't find his feet.
VC Dusha will amble it across midcourt. Plymouth with a 9-point lead as we approach half-time here at the Pavilions. Hard. That's a tough shot.
Really tough.
Levi keeping it alive. New 14 for the Patriots. That's a tough shot as well. This time Leicester get the rebound. Russell. Oh, what a pass!
Wow.
Oh, no finish though from Shelton. It comes out to Russell. Lowell for 3. That doesn't go, and Dusha is holding on to Shelton to prevent him from getting an 11th rebound. And the referee wise to that, calls him for the foul. His second personal. And Plymouth over the limit, so Shelton will go to the free throw line first of all, but a timeout called by Paul James. And Paul will be relatively pleased with how things have gone here in this one. His team have started out really well. They've kept the scoreboard ticking. They've played hard.
I think so. You know, you look back to the very start of this game, it was a 10-6 lead to the Leicester Riders. You think, okay, well, maybe this is going to be one of those problematic games for them. And Plymouth were exceptional in that first quarter, and it's transitioned in to this second quarter. Now, they've done a really good job of not allowing Leicester Riders to score the ball easy, meaning whenever they're in and around the rim, they fouled them. And they fouled them hard enough so there's not and ones. The free throws have mounted up. It's been an issue for Leicester Riders, and the strategy's working.
And a little foul trouble, and Wiley's got 3. There's a couple of guys on 2. But Rob Paternostro will be thinking, we need to make a shot, whether it's a free throw, whether it's a three-pointer. They've not made enough shots in this first half.
No, and that's compounded as well by the Leicester Riders, I think, lack of commitment to protecting the paint, lack of making things difficult for the Plymouth City Patriots on the other end of the floor. And so far, Plymouth have carved themselves a nice 9-point lead.
Well, 49.7 seconds to go in this first half. Leicester have a chance to maybe chip a little bit out of this lead, although Duke Shelton is the one at the free throw line, and he did go 0 for 2 on his first trip. Looks like Leicester might be coming with a press out of this, given that Mackenzie has just moved Idowu out of the way. It's usually a sign when you have the guards lining up for a rebound that they're thinking a press.
Very good, Dan. You're always thinking of the next move, aren't you?
Well, you watch enough games. It is. I think Lowell's gone the wrong way there, and they've dropped back into a zone here. They have dropped back into a 2-3 zone, Leicester. Hart, oh, slip from Lowell. Hart can't get there because Idowu got a piece of it. Shelton with the rebound. Russell ticking some time down, gets it to Mackenzie. Mackenzie in the corner is Idowu for 3. Rebound Mackenzie, try to put it back up. Tipped loose. Plymouth come away with it. Out in front is Atwood. Atwood going the long way round off the glass. Leicester have to go quick here, last couple of seconds. Mackenzie from the half. That doesn't go. And that was a really good first half as far as the Plymouth City Patriots are concerned. They've built a little bit of a cushion here. There's a few words going on all around. You've got to try and keep your eyes on everything. I think Rob Paternoster was wondering if there might have been a goaltend on that last drive to the basket. But Paul James will be delighted with how his team have performed here in the first 20 minutes. They have the lead going into the locker rooms. We'll break it all down right after this break. Welcome back to our coverage of the British Basketball League, where the Plymouth City Patriots are trying to win 2 in a row against the Leicester Riders and doing a good job about it. 43 34 at the half, and good value for that.
Yes, I think so, and they made things very difficult, especially in and around the rim for the Leicester Riders. They haven't been very good at the free throw line as well, so both things of those compounding working in the favour of Plymouth.
Well, let's have a look at the numbers in the first half, and there's a few things masked in all of this. Leicester with 30 rebounds, but 17 of them have been offensive, and they've only got 10 second chance points at it. The other end, Plymouth have got 8 offensive rebounds, but 11 second chance points. Leicester 0 for 12. Plymouth not much better. It's about making shots, isn't it? Making free throws, making three-pointers.
Let's not make things any more complex than they need to be. You've got to put the ball in the hole, and it's 0 for 12 on the three-point line, but also look at the free throw lines. If you just get a little bit closer to the typical averages of the Leicester Riders on the three-point line and the free throw line, they're actually winning this game.
Yeah, they are. Let's have a look back at the action from this first half, and Leicester actually started really well. Early on, they were getting to the basket, and Shelton really active for them.
Yeah, he was excellent. He's a player in good form, coming off the back of that Caledonia game, and he was really good for them. He gave them a vocal piece, and captain Kimbo McKenzie being that aggressor, attacking the defense there on that play.
But then at the other end of the floor, well, TJ Atwood, he torched them last time they were here. He's doing it again. He's got 14 points off 7 shots.
He's a problem. He's a problem that they do not have an answer for. And Copeland, I thought, was excellent for them coming off the bench. 17 bench points for the Plymouth City Patriots and only 6 for the Leicester Riders. That's another stark difference in this game.
Well, Dangakoda and Copeland each have more bench points than Leicester do combined, but Leicester have got to find some way of getting this scoreboard ticking. The reality is 68 is not going to win them the game here. They're going to have to get up into the 80s because Plymouth are looking really effective, particularly in the mid-range.
Yeah, and I just don't think that the Leicester Riders, have the individuals to lock this Plymouth team down. So you're right, Dan. They're going to have to score the basketball, and they're going to have to make things a little bit more uncomfortable for Plymouth. But look at that, even Dangakoda coming on off the bench, knocking down a 3.
Well, yeah, Plymouth didn't make too many long-range shots, but they made 2 more than Leicester did, and that was the important thing. And again, it felt like their offensive rebounds were slightly more productive than Leicester's. Leicester throwing it off the rim to themselves almost. Well, we've got some highlights for you. In a moment, we'll have the earlier game, Sheffield against Newcastle. But first, we'll look back at Leicester's game on Friday against Caledonia.
And CMJ, a nice little mid-range in the paint, gets it to fall.
A good start from Clifton Moore Jr.
Duke Shelton comes away with it, and a nice follow there on the back cut. Oh, that was a beautiful pass. 5 seconds left. Kimball McKenzie, head up, finds TJ Law for the 3. Boom! And how about this guy? Kyle Johnson has burst on the scene, and he's been huge. Quad A green, that's going to be a tall order. Step across, gets the shot up, and gets it to fall. Come on.
How does he do that?
Riders have the numbers. Nice fake, and the easy put in. Look at this, pace. Beautiful block from Shelton. They don't have the numbers, but Blake Bowman says, you know what? I can do it anyways. Whelan leaves it. Oh my goodness sakes, CMJ.
Moore Jr. just looks him dead in the eyes as he skips backwards.
That was tasty. That ball knocked away. Princeton Onwas, active hands reward the big man. Emotions are running high in Leicester, and head coach Rob Paternostro may have just been teed up.
He's going to have to hit the locker room.
Yeah, Rob is done early.
But it was a really heated interaction with the referees, and they had enough. They called the tee, and they sent him.
Kimball McKenzie, that might be the assist of the game, and it is. And Whelan steps in, and that is an absolute dagger.
And he knew exactly what he wanted.
Oh, and one.
When it rains, it pours, and Bothwell gets the foul.
Wow, beautiful inside pass and a nice bucket there. And it goes final here in Mattioli Arena in Leicester. The visiting Gladiators come to town and get the job done as they storm the castle to the tune of 115 to 90. And
Michael Rock again trying to use his strength to muscle his way to the basket, but it's poked away from him. Austin has it now. Johnson sets himself for three. Jordan Johnson jigs his way down the court after the triple. It's thrown straight to McGill. McGill has Austin out in front. Austin using the rim well to lay it home. No, Delpesh gets to the rim instead. I thought for a second that was going to come off. He's able to lay it in. It's a bit of Delpesh on Delpesh crime here. You can see, look, here's Delpesh there. He wanted the poster, the ultimate poster. Tough finish there from Pipkins to finish that one. McGill, little hesitation. Will that count? Yes, it will. Basket is good for Ricky McGill. Oh, what a pass. Malik Green finding Bennett Cook. McGill. Nice pass from Defoe to Green for the lane. Michael Rock gets all the way to the basket and finger rolls it in. And stolen away, and Pipkins jams it down. Sheffield's lead is in double figures. McGill drops it off to Delpesh, who jams it in. Austin off the glass, and one for Larry Austin Jr. Here's Ward Hibbett for three. Oh, what a shot. Ward Hibbett, a lot of time and space, and he hits another three. Ramsey out to Rotino. Lobbed inside to Green. Good pass from Rotino. Ramsey still playing defense to the last, and he's knocked it off. Well, Sheffield going to dribble it out. An excellent performance from them. They got off to a slow start, but once they hit their stride, Atiba Lions team were excellent. They've won this one 91 points to 83. Welcome back to our coverage of the British Basketball League. Daniel Ratledge and Anthony Rowe with you. Plymouth City Patriots trying to push elimination from the playoffs at least one further week away. A win today will keep them alive in the playoff hunt. This is how it stands right now if this game finishes like this. So Leicester will drop down to 6th. If they can win, they can climb back above Sheffield, but they'll have to survive somehow and come back. Plymouth looking for a 6th win of the season, as I say, would stave off elimination from the playoffs for one more week. Well, one guy who's certainly been doing his part in all of that, the all-star TJ Atwood.
Yeah, and he's been just that for them this year. Both ends of the floor, he really puts in a shift, and it's difficult to guard because he has that more traditional game. You know, we see in modern day basketball, it's either three-pointer or go into the rim. Atwood does a lot of his work in the mid-range game. He's able to create for himself. It's not just these pull-up jump shots. He's been able to back people down. You see him moving without the basketball as well, which makes him very dangerous. And, you know, Kimball McKenzie cannot touch him there. He doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul. Atwood, intelligent enough to recognize that, goes straight at the defender.
Well, he's been so efficient all season long, to be fair, but including today, 5 of 7 from the floor for 14 points. And we're underway in the 3rd quarter here at the Pavilions, where Plymouth are looking to push their lead back to double figures. Here's Wiley, who got himself in foul trouble. Levi strong with the head fake, and Shelton landed on him. Levi will go to the line for 2.
Good work there from Levi. Kenny gets hit. He's one of these guys that just seems to be a magnet for physical harm. These kids showing up in the air there and gets clattered in the process.
2nd foul on Duke Shelton. Oh, Levi banks it in. Wow. A sort of bemused look on Thomas's face there. Maybe he's saying we should have tried that in the first half.
Yes.
The 2nd one hits the back of the rim. McKenzie working the pick and roll with Shelton. Extra pass on to Bowman. 2 of them crowd him out. Bowman gets his own rebound. Out to Lowell. It's stolen away by Dusha. And Dusha will run it back and lay it in. And Plymouth have their biggest lead of the game.
Wow. Big error there from Riders. It's another offensive rebound that doesn't amount to anything.
Thomas for 3. Leicester still can't buy one. Thomas takes it in, drops it off to Shelton, and he's fouled from behind by Joe Hart. But that's a good foul because that would have been an easy dunk, and Leicester really struggling from the free throw line.
Agreed, Dan, and it's just that psychological thing as well of getting an easy basket. And Plymouth have not allowed that. They've not allowed the Leicester Riders to get any type of rhythm or confidence, consecutive baskets in and around the rim. And Myron Thomas and Lowell, these are 2 individuals that Leicester Riders have to get something from today. If they do not, Leicester Riders don't win this game. And Myron Thomas misses yet another 3, 0 for 5 now.
Well, that's a point saved by Joe Hart. And if you look at it, Lowell, Bowman, and Thomas are combined 5 for 25 as Leicester steal the ball away. McKenzie in transition is fouled, and he will go to the line for 2.
Well, that's one guy you want to get to the free throw line, isn't it? Kimball McKenzie does a really good job there of just attacking before the defense has been able to set up. I feel like there's a lot of fouls, Dan.
Yeah.
A lot of fouls in this game. And look at the distribution of those fouls as well. Jacob Wiley with 3. Lovisi Dusha now moves to 3.
Well, those will be the concerns for Paul James. Dusha back to Atwood. Shot clock down to 5 here. Atwood with a tough one. Wow, what a shot that is.
That is difficult. 16 points personal now for Atwood. That one is one of the more difficult ones he's shot today.
Thomas. Mackenzie going to the rim. Shelton trying to tip it home. Plymouth come away with it.
Plymouth have challenged everything.
They've
done so well at just staying solid and challenging.
Offensive foul, that's going to be number 4 on Jacob Wiley, as Kimball Mackenzie got himself into a good position to take the charge.
That's just an intelligent play from Mackenzie. I don't think Jacob Wiley knew much about that one. It's just unfortunate, because as soon as he spins...
Here's this last shot, first of all. We'll have another look at this. Look at that, fall away, defender right in your face. Bottom of the net. 16 points for TJ Atwood. 6 of 8 shooting. That's going to be an offensive foul the other way, as Shelton with a little lean in there. That's going to be his 3rd personal. And Wiley's going to have to sit down, replaced by Copeland. Four fouls for him.
And Copeland's done an excellent
first half. Yeah, he did. Here he is trying to create for himself. No way past Mackenzie, gives it to Levi. Levi blocked, but the follow is tipped in by Joe Hart.
Just being outworked. Joe Hart this time coming down and crashing the boards, does an excellent job.
Mackenzie loses it. Oh, he gets it somehow out to Lowell. And halfway down, Shelton with the offensive rebound, he gets 2.
Shelton does excellent there of just gathering himself. Sometimes you can get an offensive rebound and go back up too quickly, but you see him take that half a second longer just to gather his feet.
0 for 14 now from behind the arc. Leicester, meanwhile, Copeland hits Plymouth's 3rd of the game.
Goodness me, Copeland. He has been a problem for the Leicester Riders.
Thomas. TJ Atwood called for the foul. Well, Copeland knocking down the 3. His 2nd of the game takes him into double figures with 12 off the bench. Important points.
They're going to need more out of Myron Thomas.
Yeah. 1 for 9 from the floor, Thomas. 3 of his 5 points have come from the free throw line.
But he's been a strong correlation, isn't he, between the Leicester Riders' results and him playing well.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the games he's played well in, and he's brought that energy both ends of the floor. And today he's really having a difficult time of it. And so are his team.
Hart turns the corner, drives to the rim. It comes out, though. Leicester looking to move. Here's Lowell. Lowell to the basket, lays it in.
Nice move, took it right out of VC Dushu. Doesn't want to pick up another foul. It's a clever play.
Hart for 3, short. And just out of bounds. That'll go back to Leicester. Well, at the minute, the issue that Leicester have is they don't look like they're ever going to score enough points. It's not been a problem for them in recent weeks, but without Allen and Holmes, they don't look like they have enough offense to get past Plymouth at the moment. Nice pass. And Adobu's able to lay it in.
Well, they're going to have to do it collectively, Dan, and it's one of those things where Leicester Riders score the ball so well, and typically 91 points per game, but they're not great on assists. Their assists are 19 a game, which is 4th worst in the league, and That is a problem also, their interior defense, as Levi skips to the rim for another easy layup. So without the creativity of Teddy Allen here, who gives them 23 points per game, you add 13 points a game from Jaron Holmes as well. There's a lot of points being missed there.
It is. Plymouth still leading here by 11 midway through the third quarter. Timeout is called. We'll take one too. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the pavilions, where we've had the cheer dads on during that timeout, and a little bit of a end to a little finale to their routine. The movement was, you know, not great, but the effort was great. The effort was great.
Well, that was fascinating to watch, and you see the dads getting embraced there, because that cannot be an easy thing to do.
No.
The energy was excellent down. The
Energy
rhythm
was
a little off.
Rhythm was a little off. My wife is a dance teacher. I could almost hear the counting in their head there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, but yeah, good effort for them. And I think the cheerleaders enjoyed it as much as the fans. Kimball McKenzie from the free throw line makes them both.
Well, speaking of rhythm, it's Leicester Riders' offense hasn't been able to get any rhythm as Plymouth turned the ball over there. And Plymouth are going to be careful here. They've carved themselves a really good lead here, and a couple careless errors from them, and you'll see the game switch a little.
Well, apologies again for the lack of the shot clock. You can see it above the basket if you want to keep track. Here's Adowu for 3 at the top. Oh, and he banks it in. Well, Leicester had missed 14 three-pointers, but Adowu gets one to roll.
Wow, this is the 15th attempt that needs a little bit of fortune as Atwood just skips to the middle again. Leicester Riders, no resistance whatsoever. And Atwood's just been that guy today.
Adowu putting it on the floor this time. Came off the leg of Levi. Well, when you've waited all game for one, it doesn't matter how they go in. They don't draw pictures in the scorebook. Here's Thomas turning it over. Green onto Copeland. Copeland misses under pressure from the Leicester defense. Here's McKenzie. Lowell. Oh, and suddenly a clean one goes in. Leicester with 2 threes.
All it takes is one down. As you say, it doesn't matter how it goes in. But that one is certainly send a signal to the next one.
Green misses the 3. Levi with the offensive rebound. To put it in context, even Rowe has hit a 3 in this building before. Dusha from behind it. That's about the spot you hit your 3 from, wasn't it?
Exactly the same spot. But LVC Dusha steps up to that one and knocks it down with confidence.
Adowu looking to reply, and suddenly they're flying in all over the place.
Basketball's all about momentum, all about rhythm. Has Leicester finally found theirs? Adowu certainly making the charge for it.
Dusha, the quick step, Thomas with the foul. There was a right battle off the ball involving Green, and I think it was McKenzie. But Dusha took advantage of his speed to bait Thomas into a foul.
Yeah, at least Dusha's done really well there. You see his ability to create and draw Myron Thomas in there.
Maybe it's this end of the floor that the ball won't go in for the free throws.
This is becoming a really interesting game. You don't know which way it's gonna turn. The narrative was just a few moments ago that Leicester Riders can't make a 3 to save their lives. And here they are now fighting to stay in the game, having made a few.
Bowman was looking for some options and he couldn't find any, and he ended up committing a foul in the process. It's not really been Blake Bowman's day, has it?
No, it hasn't. He's tried to make things work, but you see him there with the offhand just push off Levi again, who gets hit to the ground.
Oh, he will sit down. Paul James, of course, coached his dad, Barry, at Thames Valley 20 years ago.
Wow, that's some longevity, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like the teacher who's taught the parents of the children they now teach.
PJ's coached some sons himself, hasn't he? Jimmy Brandon's son, Issa, played for them, and Lee Walker's son played for him a couple of years ago. Oh, you don't get to 1,000 games without going through a few generations of players, do you?
You do not.
Atwood. Offensive foul call, wave off the score. Paul James can't believe it. And I must admit, I didn't think that was an offensive foul either. It's not the best angle. The referee on the baseline has a better look at it than we do, but it was a third personal foul.
Atwood is that good. He still makes the shot. They need to go through Atwood. Plymouth are in a position now. They need to get some high percentage shots. They've had errors themselves this quarter.
McKenzie, oh, rejected by Levi.
Wow, he came across there so quickly.
Copeland for 3. No. Tipped, no, it still doesn't go. They still have it, Plymouth. Oh, Adowu now with the rejection. And, well, everything happening there, Anne.
Wow, Adowu this time rim protecting, but it all started with Levi. The big man moved his feet so well to get across there. Timed it perfectly. Because you're almost certain McKenzie makes that shot.
He doesn't get blocked too many times, Kimball McKenzie. He's got good use of the body and moves the ball into places usually where the shot blockers can't reach. But Levi, perfect reach and timing to deny him there.
He's done that really well all day, Levi, as well. Whether it counts as a block or not, he's been the guy that's just been challenging everything, making things difficult. He's a good 6'9", he's got good length.
Atwood goes 1 for 2. Low. Levi hit the deck. Referee's not interested. Law can't convert. He's on the floor now, so Plymouth have numbers. Green is going himself. And Thomas just about pulls that rebound in. It's quickly down court to Lowell. Atwood is back, but Lowell is able to get to the rim.
Yeah, Myron Thomas did really well there to get that rebound, and then the outlet pass to Lowell was right on the money.
Well, Leicester just edging this quarter, so they've cut Plymouth's lead to 5. They haven't managed to get back in front, though. Plymouth keeping them at bay thus far. Here's Copeland in the key, and he adds to that.
Cam Copeland has been excellent.
14 points now for him off the bench. Lowell. Oh, wow. That's an unusual finish. He wanted a foul, but he managed to get 2.
That was excellent. He went straight at the heart of the defense and then was able to rearrange for the finish.
Dangakodo. That's going to be an offensive foul against Jules Dangakodo, with Russell able to get his body in the way.
Yeah, he's done really well there, isn't he? To move his feet fast enough to put his body in the line. You see Dangakodo drop his shoulder, and you're always going to be susceptible to picking up that offensive foul when you do that.
Well, shot clock is off here. Leicester can cut this to a 1-possession game going into the 4th. Copeland applying the pressure on Russell. Here comes McKenzie. Around the screen. McKenzie turns the corner. Oh, he's blocked! And that goes all the way out of bounds. Leicester will have it. What a great defensive play again from Levi.
Spencer Levi, man possessed. Perfect timing again.
1.5 seconds for Leicester to find a shot here. Oh, it's cross court to Adowu for 3. Doesn't go. Well, they've made some inroads into this deficit, Leicester, but Plymouth still lead with 10 to play. We'll have the 4th quarter after this. Welcome back to Plymouth. TJ Lowell has played every second of this game so far for Leicester. He leads them with 15 points, but they still trail the Patriots by 5. It'll be a Riders ball to start the 4th. McKenzie to Adowu for 3. Got it! Sam Adowu knocks down another triple, his third of the game, and it's a 2-point contest.
Wow, well, he didn't make the one at the end of the third quarter, but he redeemed himself very quickly with that one. Off that screen, he hedged. Oh,
kicked out. Green is open for three. Misses. Ball is loose. Dangakodo is first to it.
This game taking a frantic pace.
Green misses again, another offensive rebound. Green this time to the rim, and he might get three the old-fashioned way.
Wow, there's no bad shot in Terrell Green's mind, is there?
Nope.
He would put them up. Put it up again, and this time didn't stay still, didn't ball watch. Perfectly timed cut, and we've mentioned Levi's ability to find his teammates. And that one looked to feel good for Green.
Oh, he's not shot the ball very well today. Certainly nowhere near what he did last time out against Leicester. He can't convert the three-point play. He was 1 of 9 before that layup.
Yeah, 8 for 10 for the three-point line last time, Dan. That was a high benchmark to set.
Yeah. Adowu driving in. Oh, tough finish from Sam Adowu off the glass. He's got 13.
Oh, good sign. Samuel Adowu, one of the more experienced veterans they have on this team, able to get his shot going. And remember, he was the one that ignited the three-point.
Oh, nice. Dangakodo rocking and rolling.
He's looked pretty active today, isn't he?
Russell for three. Well, that's one that's got to go in because there's only one outcome. If it doesn't, that's a defensive rebound. 13th of the game for Levi, by the way. Dangakodo slips it to Levi for two.
Excellent job. Dangakodo again. Because he'd made that three-pointer earlier, defense having to respect him that little bit more from the three-point line.
Closing in on the double-double now, Levi. That's up to 9 points. The rebounds have already been secured. Adowu flushes it down.
Oh, Samuel Adowu with authority. 15 points now for him.
Well, the interesting thing will be if Leicester can get in the lead. Psychologically, what does it do to both teams? Jules Dangakodo with the three in the corner. Well, they may not get in the lead.
Wow. And that's such a big thing for Plymouth because he wouldn't have been an individual that Leicester would have.
14% from the three-point line this season, Dangakodo. Here's Thomas. He's way off the mark yet again from three. He's 0 for 6 now. Well, they're looking for Atwood, and they find him. And he's patient with it, and he gets his reward.
He is so good in there, isn't he? So good. The patience, the composure, the finish. TJ Atwood. 21 points personal for him, leading all scorers.
Well, Plymouth have started this quarter well. They've stretched the lead back out. Jules Dangakodo with the triple. He's hit a couple today. He'd only hit 9 all season. But this guy, he certainly knows how to finish in and around the rim. And Rob Paternostro and his squad with some work to do yet again. They'd got themselves all the way back to 2 points after Adowu had hit the three at the start of this quarter. But Plymouth, much as they did in the previous meeting, Leicester got all the way back. Remember, Teddy Allen scored 12 in a row. And then Plymouth were able to respond immediately, and they've done it again here today.
Yeah, it's almost a mirror of what happened there, but still a lot of game to go, Dan. Just in 7 minutes left, a lot of game, and this will test the resilience now of Leicester Riders, who got a new unit, together. You remember when you take out 2 players from the starting 5, that's 40% of the the team, and a big chunk of their offense too. Remember, 23, 24 points a game in Teddy Allen, and 13 and a half points a game in Jaron Holmes. So there's a lot of points left out there. You're waiting for individuals to step up and fill that void.
McKenzie inside to Shelton, and Shelton, oh, he's missed the easiest one. He gets a three-point play instead. Well, there you go. That's how you do it. Miss the chippy, get yourself an offensive rebound, then get an and one.
Yeah, looked like that one was
just how he drew up. Yeah.
But good persistence from Shelton, because it's easy to drop your head when you miss a shot like that. But he didn't. He stayed with the play, and he's going to have an opportunity now to get one more.
Well, a double-double for Duke Shelton today. He's been a monster on the boards. And he's been all right from the free throw line after missing the first two. And it's got Leicester back to within 6. Dusha to Atwood, back to the guard. Shovels it off, nice pass. Copeland cutting hard.
Yeah, great movement again without the basketball from Copeland, who he's such a useful scorer. He's 6'6", 6'7", long, quick as well.
McKenzie is quick, and he gets all the way to the basket.
And credit to him as well, because psychologically he's had a couple shots thrown out by Levi, who's not on court at the moment actually, but still it plays a part when you look to attack the rim. That time, no fear.
Green. Oh, man, what a shot.
That is a bad sign for the Riders if that guy gets hot.
He was 0 for 6 from three-point range before that one. Lowell driving in. Lowell is able to finish.
He's done excellent at that. For all of the inconsistencies of the Leicester Riders offense today, Lowell has been that guy who's took it upon himself to shoot higher volume and take it to the rim. 17 points personal for him.
Russell called for the foul. Well, you said it earlier, there's not too many shots that Green doesn't like the look of, and that was certainly an excellent one. Sideline ball to the Patriots, still with a 7-point cushion. Dangakodo. Dangakodo putting it on the floor. Throws it in for 2, and the foul is called on McKenzie. Jules Dangakodo will go to the line for a bonus.
Unbelievable. He's going left. He's falling away from the basket. His weaker hand, and he still gets it to go. Jules Dangakodo, just to put this into context, this is a guy that averages 2.6 points per game. Yes, he has British Basketball League experience, but it's been one of those limited roles for him this year. But today, playing like a starting point guard.
Well, I think Pat the Dog is in the wrong place there, and he's just being moved out of the way. Well, Dangakodo trying to convert the three-point play, and doing so. Jules Dangakodo up to the 13 personal, and Plymouth back up to 10. Russell, cross court. McKenzie for 3. Rebound pulled down by Atwood. Dusha, no rush.
No, and that's how Leicester should be feeling at the moment as well. There's no immediate rush. They still need to chip away at this. They don't need to shoot long contested threes.
Copeland, his 3 is short, and there's Shelton again on the glass. 16 rebounds for him. That pass nearly didn't make it. Dusha deflects it out of bounds. Less than 5 to play here at the Pavilions. Plymouth closing in on another victory. They're up 10. We'll be back with this right after the break. Welcome back to the pavilions where Paul James and his squad are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, at least for one more week. And they're doing exactly that, leading by 10 here. McKenzie for 3, strings it.
That's a big one too. Good response from their leader, their captain, Kimball McKenzie. As soon as he caught that too, he had it locked and loaded, let it go. Big play.
Green. Down to Atwood. Atwood spinning. Head fake through the defense for 2. They just can't stop him.
He's a guy you have to help off. As soon as he takes it middle, he wants to spin baseline.
Log with a quick response for Leicester. 19 now for TJ Lowell.
Yeah, he's had a really good game, isn't he?
Oh, slipped. Needs to get it across mid-court. Just break the timeline in time.
Wow, that's close.
Copeland, well, he's basically given that way and he's able to lay it in. Leicester can't get the stops now. You can't go score for score. They need some stops and they're not able to get any. Russell out to Lowell for 3. He hits the triple.
Wow, they're making shots, but as you say, Dan, it's the other end of the floor where they're going to have to get stops. My concerns for them is they haven't been able to do that for much of the season.
They've got it down to 6 again. They spent most of this game chasing Plymouth. They've never caught them up. Dusha, shot clock being counted down. Gets it to Green. Green gets it away and Green scores.
Errol Green, what a big shot. A contested floater in the middle of the lane.
Russell lobs it up to Shelton. Shelton with the head fake, it's knocked loose. That will stay with Leicester. Well, Shelton is complaining there's a call or no call, and Russell's just keeping him out of getting too far into a discussion with the referee. It looked like it came off the leg. Looked like it was a good piece of defensive play there. Yeah, it does. It comes off the leg of Atwood.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a foul. Need some help here. McKenzie able to get free, but the pass is stolen away, not quite. That will be a Leicester ball from the side with 7 on the shot clock.
Nervy offense from Riders and an active defense. Plymouth know that they're in striking distance here with a victory. Couple more stops and it's done.
Well, you're into the territory here where Leicester pretty much have to score every time down, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, they've already seen one win against Leicester this season. Can they see another here? McKenzie gets some space, but he misses the shot. And Green with the rebound. And long offenses, he always poked away illegally so by TJ Lowell. That'll be the 4th team foul. So it will still stay with possession of the Patriots. Oh, I thought that was in the backcourt rather than the front court. It is in the backcourt. It makes a difference on the shot clock, that, which at this time of the game is important for Plymouth because it gives them a little extra time to work with. They get 24 instead of 14. You can see here's Green for 3. Well, he misses everything that time. I don't know why he shot that early.
I know all shots are good for him in his mind, but that's a bad one.
Foul called against Atwood, I think it is, and it'll be 2 shots.
Plymouth haven't fouled in this quarter.
No.
The one quarter where Warriors haven't been able to get to the line as much. You see him reaching in there.
Well, Atwood joins Wiley on 4. They won't want him to leave the game, that's for sure, because he's there get out of jail free. When they need some points, give the ball to number 15. Lowell makes them both from the free throw line. Leicester have it down to 6. Well, Wiley checks back in as Atwood sits down. I don't think he'll be there for long. Copeland, awkward spot. He stepped out of bounds. That's 2 terrible plays in a row from Plymouth. Won the shot, and then he stepped out of bounds.
Oh dear, oh dear. Lifeline here for the Riders.
Just got his foot on the line before he threw it off Mackenzie. Mackenzie back to, nearly stolen away by Dusha. Shelton kicks it out. Lowell for 3. Got it! And suddenly it's a 3-point game.
Wow, and TJ Lowell with a big one in the corner. And Riders are full court. Oh, goodness me.
That's not the... Shelton's arguing what he needs to do is walk away, because if it's... he doesn't need to get a technical. It's not the worst foul in the world there, because it's going to be an open dunk, and you've sped them up, if you like. They've gone a bit quicker.
No, you're right, and this is where you've got to dig deep. Both teams as well.
Although I think it's his 4th personal foul. It's one of them where you do reward the aggression of the attack, although Shelton thought he got a block, and it is his 4th personal foul. Wiley now at the free throw line. Important ones these. He's missed the first.
Good foul in the...
Yeah, in the context.
It's been hard for Wiley today as well, been in foul trouble. He hasn't been able to settle into the game.
He's missed both of them. Unbelievable. So Leicester with a chance to potentially tie. Offensive foul called. Not sure who it's on. Is it Thomas? Must be for the illegal screen. Well. Oh
dear.
The referee, I'm slightly confused because the referee looked to have signaled 7, but obviously 7 is Bowman. And it was Thomas who called for it. Well, that's
no, Dan, that was that was not a clear and blatant offensive foul to me. There was a lot of contact.
Yeah. Well, Plymouth almost turning the ball over again. They lost 2 seconds out the shot clock. We only get 8 to cross the halfway line. Dusha's going to do it easy. Oh, Plymouth trying to make this a 2-possession game with 1:15 to go. Dusha out to Atwood. Atwood drives baseline. Atwood through the contact. Oh, it didn't go. But Duke Shelton has fouled out of the game.
He needed to come across there.
Yeah. Duke Shelton needs to walk away. He's going to get a technical, is he? No. I thought for a second. The referee put the whistle to his mouth as he was walking out, but it was to signal a substitution. Shelton fouls out. 15, what's he got? I've lost track. 14 points and 16 rebounds, and he's fouled out. So Atwood at the free throw line.
Yeah, big game from Duke Shelton.
Oh, another missed free throw. Plymouth stumbling over the line here.
Oh, Dan, this is a team who are 5 in 23. It's not something they've consistently done.
Makes the second. 1:08 to go. Plymouth by 4. Big defensive possession this for the Patriots. Adowu space for 3, knocks it down again. Samuel Adowu with another triple.
It's a big one. It's the screen as well. Again with Kimball Mackenzie. Mackenzie does a great job of dragging the defender over enough where he passes back to his big man who's flared, who knocks down the 3.
Dusha with 10 on the shot clock. He's got a lane to the basket and he fills it for 2.
Oh, it's a big layup from LBC Dusha. Excellent to attack the defender off the screen.
Mackenzie to level the game. Oh, we're tied at 92.
Kimball Mackenzie didn't need the screen. He just found the pocket of space and let it go.
Well, Plymouth trying to find a game-winning shot here. We're into the last 20 seconds. It's back to Levi. Copeland. Shot clock down to 6. Here's Wiley. Wiley out to Copeland. Big one for the win. No, back iron. Rebound by Lowell. Lowell is running. Leicester have seconds to win it. Lowell to the basket. Drops it off, and we are going to overtime. We are going to overtime. Why didn't he go up with it, Lowell?
Anything is better than nothing. Any shot is better than nothing, but Lowell was just looking for that perfect finish. And in his defense too, remember, this is a guy that's played every single second of this game. Wow.
Yeah, TJ Lowell, 40 minutes. He's going to play 45 at this rate. And he's got 27 points and 7 rebounds. But here's that last shot. It comes off the iron. Lowell gets it, and then he has to go coast to coast. Just keep going. Maybe get a foul. 2 defenders on him, to be fair. It was going to be a difficult shot either way.
That was an excellent miss by Copeland as well, Dan. It back rimmed on the inside of the rim. That could have ended everything from Cam Copeland on the 3-point attempt before.
Well. An extra 5 minutes of basketball here at the Plymouth Pavilions, and the reasons we have is because Kimball McKenzie said we're not going down yet, and he knocked down a 3. The Leicester Riders captain, tying things up. And Plymouth, well, they'd almost won this game. They're going to have to try and win it once again, and the Ant Row Derby gives us an extra 5 minutes, Ant.
This has been so enjoyable to watch, the second half in particular. It took a little time to get going, but you started to see those errors mount up for Plymouth, and credit to Leicester Riders too, who've had a horrid time from the offensive end. They stayed with the process. Big players made big shots down the stretch, and they find themselves an opportunity. Now, who does this advantage?
No
Is
idea.
it the home field?
Yeah, no idea is the answer, because obviously Shelton's fouled out, Atwood's on 4 fouls, Wiley's on 4 fouls. It could be anything here.
Yeah. It's been entertaining, if nothing else.
Yeah. Well, who will see it home from here? 5 extra minutes. Plymouth will get the possession arrow, so they will start us off. Dusha. Round the screen, and the foul is called on Russell, and obviously Leicester are over the limit, so that will be 2 foul shots for Dusha.
That's good energy from Shashawn Russell, but you don't want to be fouling a player like Dusha. I think he's one of those guys, Dusha, that's got that experience. He's been here, he's done it. I think he will welcome these free throws.
No, he's 78% free throw shooter on the season. That's up on his career average of 74. The interesting thing about that last couple of minutes is neither coach called a timeout. They were like happy for them just to keep going.
Yeah.
Dusha makes both of them. I kept expecting on every score there's going to be a timeout here, and it never came.
Too late in the season for all that.
Yeah, just let it go so you can make shots. McKenzie trying to make a shot off the glass, and Wiley pulls down the rebound. Dusha gets it to Atwood. Atwood now with 6 on the shot clock. Spinning into the middle, steps through, loses it, gets it back, and squeezes it in.
Absolute problem. They have to double Atwood. They've got no answer for him. Too strong, too clever.
Lowell surely travelled with it. Yeah, he never quite had control of the ball, and his feet kept moving. And I think he's saying, I never had the ball, ref, but he had enough of it. Well, important moment here for Plymouth, a chance to claim the first 3 scores of overtime.
I'm going through Atwood. If I'm Plymouth right now, I want Atwood with the ball in his hands to make the decisions.
Well, they haven't got it to him yet. 4 on the shot clock. Dusha's going to have to do something himself. Dusha needs to get it away. He does. It rims out. And great rebound from Adowu.
He's done well there because Wiley was flying in.
Russell for 3. Misses everything. Atwood. Back to Hart. He misses a triple. Long rebound is straight out of bounds. Ooh, it's just slipped there. Is he okay? I think he is. He's going to be helped back to his feet. There's a couple of times he's gone down hard in the last few minutes of this one.
Well, I'll attest to how hard that floor is. Took about 10 years off my career. Look at that. Look at the effort.
Ooh, and into the seating as well.
You gotta love it though. TJ Atwood is that superstar you want. He does everything the right way. From his attitude to his execution.
Oh, Mackenzie. Oh, he's blown the layup. Well, he was so open. I don't think he was expecting it.
Wow. Well, maybe Leicester just...
Dusha. Oh, referee was counting there. He had to get it away. Atwood. Out to Wiley. Wiley misses. Levi is there to tip it home. And Plymouth had the first 6 points of overtime.
Wow, it's a big offensive rebound again from Levi, and that's a disadvantage to having a Duke Shelton no longer in the game.
Oh, Russell trying to force it home. Takes the foul. He will shoot 2.
Again, it's another good foul. It's nothing easy. It's not a layup.
It's only his 3rd.
Spencer Levi, another strong game from him. Oh, Sashan Russell been thrust into the deep end here. He's just come back from injury. He's a player that came through the Charnwood Academy program that's linked to the Leicester Riders. He went away over to America, Florida Tech, and now he's back as his first year as a pro and finds himself making 2 very big free throws for the Leicester Riders.
In the EABL final next Wednesday against Kohler. Here's Plymouth running some clock. Dusha turns the corner, lobs it up. Wiley loses it out of bounds. Leicester get it back.
Really good defense there from Seshan Russell. You saw him deny the pass and then deny the lob in to Wiley.
Defense the cry from the pavilions. Russell's going to take the 3. It's short. Plymouth get it back. We're into the final 2 minutes of overtime. Hand off to Dusha. Back to Hart. Atwood. 5 on the shot clock for Atwood. And he runs down. And is that a block or a charge? It's a foul on Mackenzie. And that's his 4th personal foul.
Wow, big call. I thought Mackenzie was there. Oh, maybe not.
He's not quite in front of him, is he? He's not quite in front. It's just side on. It's a good call. So Atwood looking to add to his tally. 26 points already for him. 6 of 8 from the free throw line today.
Well, I think with Atwood, he's the guy that he averages one of the most minutes per game in the league this year. He's got such a good engine. 2nd year as a pro in Slovakia last year, where he averaged the most minutes per game in that league as well.
100 on the board now for the Patriots. Leicester need a score here. Blocking foul on Levi. I think Leicester would have preferred the continuation there because Adowu hit a 3.
I think so.
Plymouth not over the limit. We're a minute and a half from the end of overtime, and that is only the 4th team foul.
Yeah.
So it's a sideline ball to Leicester. They definitely would have preferred the continuation. Mackenzie back to Lowell for 3. Lowell rattles it in, halves the lead deficit.
Unbelievable, this team won't go away. Back to a one-shot game.
I'm amazed neither coach has called a timeout. It's been ages since a timeout was called.
Well, Paternoster knows he's got a long trip home. I can understand his motivations.
Oh, slip from Wiley, poked away. Dusha has it. No reset of the shot clock. He has to heave it from inside his half, and it's a turnover.
The plot thickens.
Well, this is a game that Plymouth just can't put away. They've had their opportunities. Will they live to regret them? Mackenzie out to Lowell again. He's tied the game at 100.
TJ Lowe, pretty much identical to the play before. It's contested, but it doesn't matter because Lowe is laser focused on the rim and he knocks it down.
Dusha back to Levi, onto Wiley, spinning into trouble, throws it away. Dusha now sets it up for three. Oh, it's halfway down and it's out. And Leicester can run it down to the final shot. Needs to get it over halfway. Kimball Mackenzie has it. The shot clock is on, but it might as well not be, really. They're almost tracking identically. Plymouth can't foul because they're over the limit. They would be over the limit. Mackenzie has it. Mackenzie drives, trying to create some room, gets the shot away, misses. Russell doesn't get it away, and we're going to double overtime.
Why not, Darren Rowledge? Why not? I thought Mackenzie took a little bit too much time off there. It's a fine art. You've got to be careful. You don't want to shoot too early. But he didn't give himself a lot of time, and there was a little bit of a bobble, I think, before he able to rise up and shoot that jump shot. But we got another one.
Well, Lord, as you say, Hart did enough to make it difficult. Back iron, Russell couldn't quite get it cleanly. And we are going to a second period of overtime. But this Leicester team, they keep looking like they were going to be beaten. In regulation, they looked like they were going to be beaten. They hit some threes. And then suddenly in overtime, they're down 6. They look like they can't make a shot. And TJ Lowell, out of nowhere, pulls out 2 threes.
It's incredible. The resilience of this Leicester Riders team. And also the plays from Plymouth, because Plymouth have made those plays to extend this period, but you can't help but feel Plymouth should have done enough. They've made so many plays.
They've won the game at least twice, haven't they, Plymouth? And somehow Leicester have found a way just to come back into this game. Law with 33 points, hitting some big shots, but now you're getting into the point where there's some big minutes out there. Law has not come out of the game at all. Mackenzie's played 40 minutes. Some of the Plymouth guys are up there as well. Atwood has played a lot of minutes, and this is where fatigue really kicks in.
Yeah, and people often associate the physical fatigue, you know, when you play a multiple overtime, but it's the mental fatigue. You'll see now the players that make perhaps errors. We saw it, Kimball Mackenzie too, miss a wide open layup. It's nothing to do with his tiredness. It's a mental fatigue. And another players you see grow into the game. Look at TJ Lowell.
45 minutes, he's 33 points.
Massive points.
Well, Leicester will start us off for the second period of overtime. It's been a long time since they were in the lead. They could take it here.
Well, Plymouth were 6 up in overtime.
Yeah, they were 6 up in the last minute of overtime. Oh, Russell now has hit a 3. Session Russell with the triple, and Leicester are ahead.
That's huge because that's the first 3 Session Russell's made. Despite being 0 for 3 before that from the perimeter, he stepped up when his name was counted. Big play.
Shot clock down to 4. Wiley, top of the key, misses. Lowell. Well, Leicester led in the first quarter, but they haven't led since then. They're ahead now in the second period of overtime. Mackenzie. Back to Lowell. Lowell looking to attack. Lowell sells a fake. Oh, what hands from Atwood. Big gamble from him on 4 fouls, but he managed to time it perfectly.
Incredible. That's a basket-saving play there. Look at that. Look at that.
They can't lose him. Mackenzie, we've seen this play so many times, and that's almost always the result.
Wow, that's a big one. Doesn't have a lot of space to see in the corner there, but he likes it. He likes coming off that curl screen.
You think of the Caledonia game where he hit that late on as they won up in East Kilbride. Dusha for three, big shot, got it! Elfisi Dusha with the triple!
Wow! Well, he missed the one at the end of the second, the first overtime, but this time knocks that one down.
Lowell inside to Odowu, who jams it down.
That's a great pass, a great seal from Odowu. You see him do his work early and then dunk that one home.
No, I don't know about you, I'm worn out just watching this. Dusha is fouled by Russell, and Dusha will go to the line for two.
This is remarkable.
Russell's third personal foul. 3:11 to go. Dusha trying to cut it back to two. 3 of 4 today from this distance. Well, Leicester have got nobody boxing the shooter, which is a bit dangerous in a situation like this. Doesn't matter as Dusha makes the shot anyway. Cuts it down to two. Well, they've got value for their ticket today at the Pavilions. 50 minutes for the price of 40. Mackenzie looking again for Odowu, but it goes to Russell instead. Russell rearranges it and squeezes it in off the glass.
Seshan Russell, excellent cut. You see him cut to the high post, perfect timing, and then instead of settling for the jump shot, he attacks the rim.
Dusha, he's looking to attack the rim, kicks out to Atwood, fancies a three. Atwood is fouled, and Atwood will shoot 3 free throws.
Well, Atwood hadn't shot a three-pointer before that, but his nature of just who he is and how he scores the ball, I think that was enough for the defense to just be overzealous in the closeout.
Has there been a timeout since the middle of the fourth quarter? I don't think there has there? Literally the middle of the fourth quarter, there hasn't been a timeout.
I don't want a timeout, Dad. Do you want a timeout?
Yeah, I need a breather. But you're just amazed, given the nature goes through overtime. Normally somebody draws a play up or something. The coach is just trusting their players to get out there and win it yourselves.
It's just a battle of will at the moment.
It is. Oh, Atwood a little short on the second free throw. He makes 2 of the 3. Gap is down to 2. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period of overtime. Russell spinning, finds some room. It doesn't quite go. It's almost kept alive. Yeah, Russell has it. He got back into court. He's spinning into trouble, and he's got out of trouble there.
How is he still in bounds?
I don't know.
He put the ball between his legs, spinning in the corner.
I'm not sure he knows how he's still in court. 12 on the shot clock for Leicester. Mackenzie with the mid-range, a little short, didn't quite have the legs on that. Plymouth can level the scores again with 2 to play. Give it to number 15, let him go to work. Here he goes. It's a tough shot, but he still makes it all the same.
TJ Atwood. If you don't already know, he is one of the most efficient producers in this league.
32 points for him. Mackenzie top of the key, knocks it down, Leicester back ahead.
The confidence down off the back of a missed jump shot the play before. Kimball Mackenzie.
Well, nobody deserves to lose this game, do they?
No, they do not.
Whoever wins will have earned it, but whoever loses will be hard done to. Offensive foul! Whoa, it goes against Copeland.
Oh, I don't know, Dan.
Mackenzie's on 4. That was a big call. Oh, I don't know about that one either. Well, he wasn't that popular in here beforehand, Kimball Mackenzie. Less so now.
I think Copeland's really unfortunate there.
Yeah, same. Leicester trying to make it a 2-possession game with 80 seconds to play in the second period of overtime. Adowu for another one, surely not. Yes, he's done it again. Samuel Adowu lights out from behind the arc, his 5th of the game.
Wow, he's been the catalyst.
Dusha turning the corner and getting to the rim. Oh, I thought it was going to bobble out for a second.
You see Dusha's quietly keeping his team in it.
He's almost forced to steal there. It's going to be a Leicester ball, but they've lost 3 seconds off the shot clock. How many times have we seen this today? A little pick and pop. Thank you very much. Adowu for 3. Leicester need to be quick over the line here. Well, they are very quick. Thomas given a free lane to the basket and he jams it in, and here is a timeout with a minute to go. Paul James has had to stop it here because his team trail by 5 with a minute to go in overtime.
Oh, Myron Thomas waited for an opportune time to score his second field goal. And today does really well here in between 2 defenders and goes right at the middle. Atwood doesn't want to be anywhere near that in fear of picking up his 5th foul.
Well, little history lesson for you, Ant. The horse has nothing to do with the nickname Riders.
Sorry?
The horse has nothing to do with the nickname Riders. The nickname Riders came from an old bus company in Leicester in the late 80s. That's why they were called the Riders. And having gone 12 years without a loss here at the Pavilions, they're trying to avoid 2 coming at once here, Ant.
They are indeed. And this is what you get. We're in a second overtime game and you get facts like this from Dan Rutledge.
There you go.
Roll on overtime 3.
By the way, the record is 5 overtimes in case you're counting at home, and Leicester was the team involved in that. It was at the old John Sanford on a Sunday afternoon. I was there. I was doing the PA on that game. They played Brighton. I think Nick Nurse was coaching Leicester at the coaching Brighton at the time. 5 periods of overtime. We've had 2 so far, and Plymouth are going to have a good last minute to force it to 3 or try and win the game in regulation. They kind of need a score here, don't they? With 1:01 to go, Paul James advances it to the front court, so only 14 on the shot clock. Need to get it in. It's into Atwood. Down to Green, the turnaround, rims out, and Thomas with the rebound. A big stop for Leicester. Oh, Thomas has picked it up in an awkward spot. They need to get it across midcourt. And gets there in time. Dusha hits the ground, wanting a foul, nothing doing. Leicester carry on. Well, they probably could have gone to the basket, but they were worried about the clock, I think. Oh, Lowell for 3. Oh, TJ Lowell with possibly the dagger there. An unbelievable shot. He's up to 36.
And it's well-deserved too. He's been the guy that's made big shot after big shot.
Green misses, but Dusha with the rebound. He backs out for 3. He misses. Lowell has it, and Leicester are going to squeeze it out here. Unbelievable. They were beaten twice. They were beaten in regulation. They were beaten in overtime. But somehow they've got 119 on the board. And they've beaten the Plymouth City Patriots here at the Pavilions. Wow, TJ Lowell.
Remarkable. Good pass too. A skip pass all the way across. And TJ Lowell, he sort of catches it and then shoots it straight away. All in one motion.
Well, nobody has worked harder than TJ Lowell. He will log 50 minutes when the buzzer sounds. And he's got 36 points and 10 rebounds to his name. And the dagger, and somehow Leicester are going to come out of this with a 10-point win. It did not look likely in regulation. It did not look likely in overtime. But somehow, some way, they wouldn't be denied. The Leicester Riders have beaten the Plymouth City Patriots. TJ Lowell leading the way. An unbelievable game, Antro.
It really was, and we have been gifted a treat this Sunday afternoon. Sometimes it's just will on will, and you're watching professional athletes just compete. And it meant so much to both teams as well. I think the more that was at stake, the later you got into the game, you saw the desperation, you saw those little plays mean so much to both of those teams. But it's the Leicester Riders who I thought had the most resilience. Their resilience was tested time and time again. Big shot after big shot, even to get it to overtime.
Well, that was a sigh of relief, I think, for Rob Paternoster as much. And Coach Vasquez just trying to cool Lowell down after that. But man, those are the sort of wins that you look back on and you go, that tells you a lot about the team. They could easily have just mailed that one in.
Yeah, huge test of character for every single player that stepped on court today. And it's not an easy trip down 250 miles down to the southwest.
TJ Lowell, your player of the game, man.
Yeah, huge double-double. You know, the numbers speak for themselves, the 36 points, the 10 rebounds, but it's the shots. Those shots that he made were humongous in the grand scheme of things. Those were the shots that got the Leicester Riders to that winning position in the second overtime. But TJ Lowell was a player, and remember, he didn't start the game well. It credits to his mental resolve, his mental toughness to be able to change the fortune of not only himself but his team.
Well, as I say, Leicester, they were terrible, horrible from the three-point line, weren't they? And then suddenly, in late game situations, they were all going in.
Just incredible. Great skip pass there. And that was the one that...
Well, he's going to need his stretch down. 50 minutes of action. You have to go back to 2022. Booman, Antonio Williams was the last guy to play 50 minutes in a game here at the Pavilions against Bristol. But what a performance. Let's have a look at the numbers. I mean, in some ways, it's hard to encapsulate everything that happened in this ball game in the rebounding. I mean, all the numbers are inflated, but you look at Leicester, they ended up 41% from the three-point line. They missed, was it the first 14 or 15?
Yep.
So after that, unbelievable shooting percentage.
Yeah, they were 1 for 14 off that bank three-pointer that started everything. And Plymouth, bit of a torrid time for them, 7 for 30 from the three-point line. But oh, Dan, I don't know. You look at these statistics here. Yes, they're over in play, but look at the turnovers. 11 to 12.
Well, that's pretty good.
Teams
50
are
minutes.
Really good
Yeah,
in 50 minutes. They took care of the basketball. You had some good veterans there, and oh wow, what a game of basketball that was.
Wow, indeed. Let's have a look at all of the results this week in the British Basketball League. Wasn't quite as much drama in Manchester on Thursday night, but Surrey got the win and into the playoffs for them. They'll be delighted about that. Leicester struggled on Friday night, losing at home to Caledonia. Newcastle, big win, big fourth quarter against Surrey. And then yesterday, Cheshire, well, they blew the doors off Bristol early on, ended up winning that one by 23. Sheffield outlasting Newcastle, coming from double digits down early on to win that one. And wow, what can you say about this game? 111, 121, double overtime. Here's what it does for the standings. Leicester jumping back above Sheffield, who'd moved above them in the middle of this game, and they really tightens it up. You look, Newcastle 16-14, Leicester 16-15, and Sheffield 15-15 right in the battle for Plymouth. Unfortunately now mathematically out of the playoffs, but that little pack in the middle, super tight, and it was so important for Leicester that they managed to find a way to win here today.
It was indeed, and it just makes it up now for an exciting final stretch here of the regular season. And then going back to today's game, if we're going to have glimpses of this more as we finish the regular season, then I am ready to see it. Amro Derby, Dan, did you expect anything less?
Derby, it's certainly delivered. We're going to go take a lie down now, I think. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon. Goodbye.